seated. South Africa states that its applications concerns acts threatened, adopted, condoned, taken, and being taken by the government and military of Israel against the Palestinian people, a distinct national, racial, and ethnical group, in the wake of the attacks in Israel on 7 October 2023. South Africa contends that the acts and omissions by Israel of which it complains are genocidal in character because, I quote, "They are intended to bring about the destruction of a substantial part of the Palestinian national, racial, and ethnical group, that being the part of the Palestinian group in the Gaza Strip." End of quote. South Africa asserts that the relevant acts are attributable to Israel, which has failed to prevent genocide and is committing genocide, and which has also violated and continues to violate other fundamental obligations under the Genocide Convention. And I note the presence before the court of the agents and counsel of both parties. This morning the court will hear the single round of oral argument of South Africa, which has submitted the request for the indication of provisional measure.
The application places Israel's genocidal acts and omissions within the broader context of Israel's 75-year apartheid, 56-year occupation, and 16-year siege imposed on the Gaza Strip, a siege which itself has been described by the director of UNRWA Affairs in Gaza as a silent killer of people. South Africa has recognized the ongoing Nakba of the Palestinian people through Israel's colonization since 1948, which has systematically and forcibly dispossessed, displaced, and fragmented the Palestinian people, deliberately denying them their internationally recognized inalienable right to self-determination and their internationally recognized right of return as refugees to their towns and villages in what is now the State of Israel. We are also particularly mindful of Israel's institutionalized regime of discriminatory laws, policies and practices designed and maintained to establish domination, subjecting the Palestinian people to apartheid on both sides of the Green Line.
March to the free Palestine. Free, 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 free Palestine. Free, free Palestine.
You listen to it and you're like, but what's going to happen now? We have power within us. When we say Amandla, when we say Awetu,
on Netanyahu, on the cabinet, who have uttered falsy words.
In this instance, the Zionist state has really transgressed all the principles, all the sort of the clauses that basically speak out against any form of genocide. They've just done a textbook text in a sense of they've just, blindly and arrogantly basically been pushing their own story.
Wait to begin this heroic, morally superior.
They talk about justice for themselves, but forget about the injustice that they've committed to others. They talk about human rights for themselves, but the human rights that they've committed against the Palestinians, they don't even, it's silence. And if anybody, if you and I speak out against the injustice that they commit, then they say we are anti-Semitic. Where does anti-Semitism fit into this picture? It doesn't. They are anti-Semitic as Zionists, and there are many Orthodox Jews who basically have argued against the Zionist state.
You know, comrades, when we pray, we do the most radical thing we could ever think of doing.
No.